Welcome back to part 11 with me, the Gobby Gaffer, and it's a fantasy save. I've used a pre-game editor and I've dropped my club, Manchester City, into the Championship. All the big names have jumped ship and, well, we're left with a bunch of EDS players and one or two loans. And it's actually going all right. And Cup Fever's in town today. Yeah, we're playing the quarter-final of the FA Cup, weirdly. The round before was Chelsea versus Crystal Palace, and I expected to play Chelsea, but Palace beat them 1-0. So we are playing Crystal Palace in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. Let's just have a quick look at what's been going on. So just the 6 games played. Oxford United, nice 2-0 win in that one. Derby County away, another 2-0 win. And then we played Leicester at home and weirdly got beat 1-0. I'm not quite sure where that one came from. A little bit left field because Leicester not really challenging for anything. So a little bit odd. But my squad, I've noticed my squad this season is very, very tired after every game, extremely tired. And going into the next game, I've got players on like 80% fitness, which is not great. So I did say before that I'm not doing any training between games at all. So this squad has had no training, apart from a little bit of routine training, a little bit of team bonding. Other than that, we've virtually done no training all season because, well, we can't train between games when we're absolutely shattered. And of course, staying in the cups for a fair amount of time, it does wear your players out. But anyway, the Wigan game after that, 1-1. So a couple of games there where we dropped points. But Hull, who were top of the league, have been dropping points as well. We'll have a look at that in a second. Luton away from home, a 3-2 win. And then Cardiff, a 4-2 win. We were 4-0 up in that game. But once again, I'm putting it down to tiredness. We did tire and they got 2 goals towards the end of the game. But a nice hat-trick in that game for Zach Lovelace, who is turning out to be a very, very good purchase. Didn't cost us a lot of money. And, well, when I took the club over, we didn't really have anybody in the EDS who I knew was going to score us 20-25 goals a season. So I had to bring somebody in. And anyway, like I say, today we've got Crystal Palace. It's away, FA Cup quarter-final. I'm not really expecting to get any further now. But I think these games are very interesting just to pit yourself against a Premier League team because hopefully next season we will be in the Premier League. The way things are going at the moment, unless we have a massive collapse, we will be. And then we've got a home game against Watford. League table, most teams now have played 39 games, so not too many games left before the end of the season. 86 points, top of the shop. Hull in second place, 80 points. And then we have a massive drop-off then to Ipswich. And I think we play Ipswich last game of the season, but they are on 69 points. So I don't think it's going to be too long before we get the message that we have been promoted. Obviously, you know, the shiny silverware, that's probably going to go down to the wire. But promotion, second place gets promotion as well. So we want to avoid those playoffs. Ipswich at the moment, 69 points in third place. I think we have enough points on the board now to be, I mean, we're not certain, but be fairly comfortable. Okay, well, the coach is waiting for me outside the stadium. I'm going to be the last person on the coach. We're off down to a very wet and windy Selhurst Park for the FA Cup quarter-final. We'll see you in the dugout. Okay, a very long list today of injuries and tiredness. Ryan Gravenberch is actually back, but he's cup tied, wouldn't you know it? Okay, the team is Plazzari in goal, back 4 of Doyle. Yeah, moved Doyle to the left. Again, all of this tiredness and injuries. We're having to shuffle things around an awful lot. But anyway, the back 4 is Doyle, Mbete, Burns and Katonga. We have Wright and Natemo in midfield. You'll notice I have changed it a little bit. Foden and Bob on the wings. And we're playing with 2 strikers now. So Jude is playing next to Lovelace up top. More about Jude in a second. But yes, he has come back from that nasty injury. He was out for, I think, probably a couple of months. I don't know. But it seems to be ages since we've seen him. But yeah, twin strike force today. Can we chuck the kitchen sink at Crystal Palace and do a bit of a smash and grab and get ourselves into, well, it will be the semi-final of the FA Cup. I think that's a little bit beyond us, but let's get stuck in anyway. So, a corner, and Lamar is going to take this for Palace. It gets headed out. We do know, by the way, that if we win this game, we will be playing Newcastle in the semi-final. The other semi-finals between Arsenal and Liverpool. Okay, we do get a corner. Foden clips the ball into the box. Ball's headed out. Lovelace and Jude fires the ball into the back of the net. And the two strikers there working in tandem. And my word, we're 1-0 up at Crystal Palace. And Lovelace has turned out to be a brilliant signing. I have struggled this season in both of my on both of my channels with both of my saves to find a striker who can score consistently, and Lovelace does just that. He's got a real eye for goal. Okay, Foden once again. Can we do the same trick again, lad? Just stick out Lovelace's head down to Jude. Jude can head it. Oh wait, it's Mbete this time, and you know what? He's done exactly that. So Jude has got us 2 goals in quick succession, both from Foden corners. The header down to him, and he just storms up, whacked in the back of the net. Absolutely brilliant. 2-0 up, and I'm not quite sure what this is telling me at the moment. It's 21 minutes on the clock. We're beating a Premier League team here. Okay, I know it's a little bit early in the game for doing changes, but 27 minutes on the clock, and I've dropped both my wing backs back now, and they are both on defensive duties, and we are playing a cautious mentality because I've seen this in Football Manager before, where you know you go 2-0 up and against a better team, but eventually fitness shows and they come back and win 3 or 4-2. It has happened to me in Football Manager this season. So let's try and stop that if we can. Let's do something a little bit proactive. So just having a look at the two teams there. Crystal Palace do seem to have 1 or 2 very, very tired bodies on their team. So maybe this is why we're being successful. But you can never take it for granted. They are Premier League. They've got quality players. And, well, we're just trying to... I don't know what we're trying to do. I mean, well, what we're trying to do is give the ball away. But that was a very poor shot. Straight into a grateful Plazari's arms. And he bowls the ball out to Burns. Can we get rid of the ball this time, lads? No, we can't. Oh, my word. And Richarlison there. Give it an absolute gift, and he fires it wide. So Crystal Palace very much on top in this game, stats-wise. But obviously we know the most important stat in the game is the scoreline, and we are winning 2-0. So let me just say, keep it up, lads. Let's not get carried away. Any tiredness in the camp? Lovelace and Jude are very, very tired up top. But the rest of the team's looking okay. I would rather save my substitutions for my defensive areas. So another bonkers thing in Football Manager that I think must be a glitch. It's got to be. I got a message. Obviously, you know, Jude Soon-Suk-Bell has been out injured for weeks and weeks. I think it's getting on for 2 months. And Palace have got one back. Oh, the referee's looking at this one. Yeah, got a message saying that obviously he's on loan, and his parent club said that why has he not been playing? Because if he's not playing, we're taking him back. You're breaking the terms of the it's been awarded. You're breaking the terms of the loan agreement. And I'm like, he's been out injured. What do you expect me to do? You know, put him on the pitch with a couple of crutches and let him hobble about. It must be a glitch, it's got to be. But anyway, I don't know why I'm watching this. I'm waffling, and so it's back to it's 2-1 now, and I'm not sure whether we can hold out on this. Palace still have a lot of tired players on their team. Can we hold out for a 2-1? I think it's maybe time to make 1 or 2 subs. And Temo in midfield. That's where we're struggling in midfield. My Slattery, he's very, very tired. Perone is very, very tired. So, in Temo, it's not his favoured position, and I don't like the look of that. So it looks to me like my changes, although Mbete does get a good head on that one. Foden now going to chase down that left-hand side. Phil Foden's guaranteed to keep hold of this ball. Famous last words. He does. He puts the ball in the box, and unfortunately, we don't pick that up. And that is a great shame, that. Palace now with a breakaway. We do have enough players there, though, to cover this. I would be very surprised if Palace scored from this, although they are getting more bodies forward now. Wharton plays the ball to Alvarez. Alvarez wide. He's got 2 players on him. Releases it. Anderson fires the ball, and Plazzari makes an absolutely stupendous save to keep us in the lead. Short corner played. Well, shortish. It was along the ground. I don't want to say it was a short corner. Anyway, a ball fired forward there. We have nobody up front, although Lovelace, what's their defender doing? Is that tiredness? Lovelace, can he put it in the back of the net? He can! And Lovelace runs the whole length of the pitch, beats a very, very tired Palace defence, and sticks the ball past Henderson in goal. And we are 3-1 ahead now. And I was kind of thinking about substitutions. Maybe Palace were getting back into the game, their quality, their extra fitness being a Premier League team. But no, we've gone 3-1 ahead, and I think it is time to make some subs. Yes, I know, it's a very odd formation. I'm just trying to pack the midfield and the defence, really. Yeah, okay. Callum Doyle's come off, Jude's come off, Foden's come off, Oscar Bob's come off, and we basically just packed the midfield, brought some fresh legs on in defence as well, and we're just going to try and hold on to this 3-1 lead now, but there is 25 minutes of the game to go. Okay, Palace on the ball now. They are in the penalty area. That slid across, it's in the back of the net, and that is 3-2. And it looks like an own goal from Finley Burns. Maybe a little bit of lack of concentration, a bit of tiredness there. We are getting a... Let's just have a quick look at this. What happened? Yeah, he tried to stick a leg out and stop the ball going across, but diverted it. Yes, we do want to make those tactical changes. I mean, it would be very, very nice if we got through the semi-final of the FA Cup to play Newcastle. We're not going to win this competition, but going forward, the more Premier League teams we play and the more we get used to their levels of fitness and their technical ability, the better, really. Okay, a shot there. Oh, my word. It's gone 3-3 now. I mean, I thought at 3-1 we had this game in the bag, but... Oh my God, that's no good at all, that. And of course, I've made my changes now. I've put all my eggs in one basket, and I'm not quite sure what we can do with this game now. We're just going to have to hope that we can hit them on the counter. I mean, do we come off? Oh, it's another Palace highlight. We do manage to get that one away. Do a come off cautious. I mean, to be fair, you have to be realistic. We're playing a Premier League team here, and we're playing them on their ground as well. So you have to be realistic. And I mean, maybe if it, I'm not sure, does it go to penalties or is it extra time? I'm not quite sure. Extra time, I feel, would kill us because we just don't have the fitness that the Premier League teams have got. But maybe that's not going to happen. Ball's in the back of the net. And unbelievably, after being 2-0 up and 3-1 up, we're now losing this game 4-3. Can't get too disheartened about it, but I'm a little bit flabbergasted by that. I'm not quite sure what happened here. Yeah, see their touch and goal play there is just, it's defeating an inexperienced back line, isn't it? So it looks very much like we are going out of the FA Cup. Not surprising, but football's weird, isn't it? You know, very often when you think you're going to get battered in a game, you will do okay, but eventually you lose out, and we have. So we're out of the FA Cup for this season, but a very, very fascinating game, to be honest. And I think that scoreline flatters them. 4-3 loss. We were winning that game 2-0. I feel really sorry for the lads. Okay, what we're going to say. Unlucky, boys. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Just unlucky. Okay, well, it wasn't to be in the FA Cup, but back to the bread and butter now. We've got 7 games of the season left to play, and we're going to play Watford next at home. Let's hope that defeat doesn't demoralise the lads, because they played really well in that game, and they didn't deserve to go out of the FA Cup, to Crystal Palace. But anyway, let's get into the dugout. Let's watch this game against Watford. Well, my selection headaches continue to pile up. Gravenberch is back now. He's fully fit. There's an international tournament on. So I've lost 4 of my regular starters. It's bonkers. I don't get it at all. You're coming up to a really important stage of the season and you've got international matches on. How does that work? Somebody wants their head putting on the chopping block because it's not right. Plazzari in goal. Back 4 of Wilson, Esbrand, Doyle, Worrell and Katongo. The 2 in midfield, Wright and Slattery. Etcheverry and Foden on the wings. Darvic comes back today after his little injury. And we've got Jude up top. So 19th placed Watford. This should be a shoo-in of a win, this. We shouldn't have any problems with this game at all. Header there, just over the top from Etcheverry. But a lovely cross from Foden. Just up the mentality to attacking. We need to take the game to Watford. Don't let them settle on the ball. And at the moment, they're doing just that. They're having a little play around at the back there with the ball. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got 5 across the back. We do pick the ball up. Lovely ball over the top from Darvic. And Jude sticks the ball in the back of the net. And that's his 12th goal of the season. I think he probably would have got double that. He would have got 24 goals by now if he hadn't been injured. But the fact that we're playing him now, we should be able to keep him till the end of the season. Although we do have Lovelace. He's very tired today, so he's not played. Darvic is coming, and we've gone back to that one striker and an attacking midfield player just behind him. But we are 1-0 up, 2 shots, 1 on target. Watford with a very high press here, so Plazzari decides to hoof it out to Katongo. Right onto his boot. Lovely ball that. And that's a really nice ball as well. And Jude's in once more. Fires the ball in the back of the net. Left-footed this time. And that puts us 2-0 up. But we were 2-0 up against Palace. Although Crystal Palace and Watford, the difference between those 2 teams is the moon and Mars, isn't it? So we should be okay in this game, I figure. But a lovely ball over the top again for Jude to run on to in the back of the net, and it's 2-0. So running into half time now, and Foden and Jude are looking very tired, so we may make some changes. Yep, we're going to give them a real nice pat on the back, and let's have a look at the tiredness in the team. Yeah, Phil Foden looking very, very tired. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do away with the wingers. Etcheverry's going to move inside a little bit. Actually, his favoured position is as an attacking midfielder. So he's going to play next to Darvic. And Firmino, who was injured, come back off injury. He's now whinging his head off because he's not played any games. Again, it's got to be a glitch, because if you're injured, you can't play. Simple as that. But anyway, Jude's got some help up there now. Firmino has come on. And, well, he's not in the greatest of moods, Firmino, because, like I say, he's very grumpy that he's not been playing. But you never know. He might be able to nick one for us. Well, we do have a free kick. And, obviously, Phil's gone off the pitch now. So I'm not quite sure who's going to take this. Let's have a look. Is it going to be Darvic? Darvic is going to take this. Left-footed. Top corner, lad. And you know what? The number of direct free kicks my teams have and never score them. And I see some absolute beauty scored. I've just seen one in the Sarah save on my other channel. My word, what a strike it was. It was the opposing team, it wasn't us. Oh, and Darvic there coming forward into the penalty area and misses that one. Yeah, it was absolutely real left-hand side of the penalty area. And my word, did it go in like a rocket. But my teams just don't seem to be able to do it. Obviously, it must be to do with the stats, mustn't it? You know, if you've got like a 19 or a 20 for free kick taking in your team, then you probably are going to score some direct free kicks. And that's looped over the top. Darvish gets his fifth goal of the season, and he's been out injured as well, so we've not seen the best of Darvish this season. He's another one that we've got on loan. So at the end of the season, there is going to be some head scratching to do, particularly if we're in the Premier League as well, because this team, I don't think is capable of staying in the Premier League. We are going to have to do some upgrades, but the thing is, the finances are quite volatile, so we're going to have to keep a close eye on that. Wilson Esbrand now throws the ball at the box. Firmino with a header. Got a bit of a chance there to impress me. Well, he didn't. Okay, 77 minutes on the clock, and I've made all my changes now. The latest four all across the back. And Bete, Burns, Fish and Wesley are the back four now. We could go into a cautious mentality, but we are winning 3-0. I don't think there's a problem with Watford coming back into this game. We should be very comfortable now. So as expected, we're rolling into a nice win here against Watford. They are 19th, so I didn't really expect too much of an opposition. But yeah, we're moving into 4 minutes of time added on. A nice 3-0 win, and the referee is going to blow his whistle. And there we go. A 3-0 win. Very, very nice indeed. We're going to give the lads, I'm going to say it's comprehensive. And, well, we've got a lot of delighted, chuffed and very happies there. So get the players on your side, and it's half the battle in this game. Okay, so after 40 games played, 89 points, top of the shop. Hull in second, 81 points. So they are, 8 points behind us. So we need to start looking now. I mean, this is going to be the critical thing about when I come back. But we need to start looking now for the point where Hull can't catch us. I don't think it's going to go to the last game of the season unless the game decides otherwise. Okay, so I'm going to go away now and play some games off camera. I'll keep a close eye on that points difference, because if we do manage to lift the shiny silverware, obviously I want that to be on camera. So I will keep an eye on that, and I'll come back if there's any possibility of that happening, like I say, on camera. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Gone out of the FA Cup, but not too disappointed about that. We were in the quarterfinals. We got knocked out by a Premier League team. So, like I say, not too worried about that. But we're topping the Championship, and it looks very much like now. I think we must be getting to the point. In fact, I'm just looking at it now, and I'm surprised because there's 18 points to play for, and Luton can only get 88 points. We've got 89. So we are actually promoted as we speak. Unless I've got my figures wrong. 46 games played, isn't there? 46 games played. Let me just have another quick look at that just to make sure I'm not acting the goat. Yeah, 46 games. So there are 18 points to play for. The best Luton can get is 88 points. So we are promoted. If it's in second place, it is what it is. But I think at the moment we're nailed on to get the shiny trophy and go up as champions. Okay, play these games off camera and we'll be back, well, probably quicker than you think, because I think this is going to get tied up within the next few games. We'll see you very shortly.